An iron scoop. It's probably used to stir the coals. A sack full of nuts. They say that dried nuts are good for one's health. A bowl full of eggs. Let's hope they don't break. Some bread. It looks good considering that it dates back to 4000 BC. Clay plates and bowls. Baskets full of fruit. Burning embers. I suppose they're used to cook upon. A rudimentary oven. I can see the entire city of Uruk. Too bad I don't... I can't escape from that window. It's too high up. Some well-seasoned wood. A clay pot, the usage of which is obvious. Some oranges. I've heard that oranges come from China. I wonder how they came to be here. These people must have highly developed commercial networks.
What are you doing? Why did you leave the kitchen?
Tell me about the Mother Queen, Ninsun,
Why on earth would I tell you about her?
because it will help me to understand what kind of dish is most suitable for her.
All right. Ninsun, also known as the Great Queen, married Lugalbanda, the former king of Uruk, and from his seed she conceived the divine Gilgamesh. Nobody knows of her origins for sure. It is said that she is the daughter of the gods Anna and Uras, and for this reason she is also called Ninsun the Goddess. She is also the high priestess of the kingdom, the only person allowed to invoke Shamash, the sun god. Ninsun is wise. She knows and understands everything. During the reign of Lugalbanda, her wise advice guided our path and made great the city-state of Uruk. Gilgamesh himself would have been lost without her wise advice.
Damn, I'll have to cook up an impressive meal.
You will have to create a meal worthy of a goddess, for the sake of your head.
Where is Gilgamesh?
Why on earth would you want to know where the mighty Gilgamesh is?
Because I was wondering, after having cooked for Queen Ninsun, if it was possible to meet him.
How dare you even think that? No mere mortal can speak to the mighty Gilgamesh, let alone a foreigner like you.
Who are depicted in those weird statues?
Weird statues. Do you really want to be beheaded even before you attempt cooking the meal?
No? Why?
Because those statues are of the divine Gilgamesh and his noble friend Enkidu. And thank the gods that nobody heard you say the word weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I guess Enkidu is the one that is half man and half beast.
You're right. But if I were you, I would wipe that smile from my face.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's been great chatting with you.
All right, but now return to the kitchen, for the sake of your head.
Welcome back, Alfred. How can I help you?
I've managed to sneak into the royal palace of Uruk, but unfortunately I've been discovered.
Oh, ill in fortune indeed. Have you landed in jail again?
No, I was mistaken for the new chef to the royal court.
Oh, well that's good.
No, that's bad. I don't know how to cook. I don't even know where to start. If I can't cook a dish that will satisfy Ninsun, the mother of Gilgamesh, I will be beheaded.
Well, it could have been worse.
Could have been worse. What's worse than being beheaded?
Don't worry, Alfred. You just need a good recipe.
How can I find a good recipe?
You could get help from the biggest glutton and drunkard of all time, Pantagruel. Look for him in the book Gargantua and Pantagruel. And before I forget, take that bag on the table.
What's it used for?
It's a magic bag. If you need to take something from one book to another, simply slip it into the bag. But remember, you can only carry one item at a time. Go now, waste no time. Take the bag and then find the book Gargantua and Pantagruel.
A peaceful river. Watching the water flow by relaxes me. No time to go swimming right now. An empty bottle. That guy must have finished with it. Judging by the redness of his face, I'd say he's drunk. Do you know Pantagruel?
Pantagruel, the giant?
Do you know him?
Pantagruel, the son of the giant Gargantua.
Yes, that's him. Then you know of him.
Of course I know him. He's a friend of mine.
Good. Could you tell me where he is?
He's in the tavern behind me. He's feasting to celebrate his return from a long journey.
Where did you say I could find Pantagruel?
He's in the tavern behind me. He's feasting to celebrate his return from a...
You said that Pantagruel had just returned from a long journey. Tell me about that journey.
Some time ago, Pantagruel decided to accompany his inseparable friend, Panurge, in the search for the Oracle of the Holy Bottle.
The Oracle of the Holy Bottle.
Yes, the Oracle of the Holy Bottle, also known as the Oracle of Bakbuk. Panurge was in need of some important advice. So, the two friends started their journey. They visited the farthest lands of the earth and encountered many unbelievable characters. They visited the islands of the Catchpoles, whose peasants charge money to be beaten. They met the Chitterlings, the weird, half-sausage inhabitants of a remote island. They visited Ranch, whose people eat air. They went up to the Polar Circle. Here they tell that they stopped at a place where they heard, because of the thaw, the cries of an ancient battle that took place many years before and had remained trapped in ice. They even claimed to have reached America. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, It's a strange continent, discovered a few decades ago.
Of course I've heard of America. Who never heard of America?
Well, me, for example, I've never heard of it until I was told about it by those two drunkards. To be honest, I still doubt that such a continent exists. Pantagruel claims that in this land he found many delicacies and many fruit unobtainable here in Europe.
Did they find the oracle?
It seems so. That's the reason for the feast. It seems they found the oracle in the temple, in the Lantern Land.
Tell me about Panurge.
Panurge is a beggar varmint and a sneaky trickster, but he's also multilingual, smart, and full of imagination. Pantagruel met him in Paris, where he was sent to study by his father Gargantua. They soon became friends for life. Together, they completed amazing quests, like fighting a sea monster.
Friends for life, completing amazing quests. This reminds me of something.
What?
Nothing important. What's the important advice that Panurge had to ask the Oracle of the Holy Bottle?
If he should get married or not.
If he should get married or not?
Exactly.
And what did the Oracle answer?
The response of the oracle was Trinch, which means drink. I suppose that's what they're doing now in that tavern.
It's been great chatting with you. See you around.
See you.
A small road that leads down to the river. A normal tree, just like so many others. I'm not going to climb that tree. I climbed a tree once as a child and ended up falling right on my head. Some beautiful yellow flowers. I love flowers, but I don't need to pick them. I have more important things to think about. A beautiful oak barrel. I'm not going to move that barrel. The sign says taverne in French. It means tavern in English. It's the door of the tavern.
Who are you?
I am but a simple traveller. I would like to enter the tavern.
This is a private party. You can only enter if you tell me the password.
I don't know the password.
I'm sorry, no party for you. Goodbye.
A water trough for horses. I'm not thirsty, and even if I was, I'd never drink from that muck. I've heard that a password is needed to enter the tavern.
Indeed. Pantagruel and Panurge are celebrating their return from a long journey. Only those who were invited can enter, via a password.
Were you not invited?
Of course I was invited.
Why are you not inside, celebrating with them?
Because unfortunately, I don't know the password. It's but another one of Pantagruel's signature follies. That drunkard. He didn't tell any of us the password, but instead told us a riddle, whose solution is the password. Unfortunately, I was not able to solve it.
Could you tell me the riddle? Maybe I can help you solve it.
You're very kind. The riddle is as follows. We are 4 children from the same mother, but we can never meet each other. 2 sets of twins, each opposed, one of one set hot, whilst the other is cold. The next fall down, but spring up again, yet between them not a wound ever gain.
We are 4 children from the same mother, but we can never meet each other. 2 sets of twins, each opposed, one of one set hot, whilst the other is cold. The next fall down, but spring up again, yet between them, not a wound ever gain? Okay, I'll think about it. It's been great chatting with you. See you around.
See you.
Tell me the password.
password is seasons.
That's right. You can enter.
Who are you?
Hail, my name is Alfred. I was just passing by and,
How did you get in? Who gave you the password?
well, actually, I took a guess.
Right. Are you trying to trick me? Haven't you heard that I'm the greatest trickster in all the world? Well, it doesn't matter. The rule is that anyone who knows the password can enter. Also, today is a day of celebration. Why would I refuse to eat and drink even in the company of a stranger? What did you say your name was?
My name is Alfred Walsh.
Nice to meet you, Alfred. I'm Pantagruel, son of Gargantua. And that guy near the door is my friend Panurge. He looks like a smelly tramp, but I assure you he's brilliant in his own way.
Oh, thank you so much for the compliments, Pig.
We are celebrating. We're toasting the completion of our journey to seek the Oracle of the Holy Bottle. Alfred, you are most welcome here. Please eat and drink wine with us. Assuming you can find a bottle that's not already empty.
A bronze cup. It seems no one is using it. Can I take this cup?
Of course you can. Fill it with wine and drink to our health.
A customer intent on gorging food. A customer intent on quaffing wine. A customer intent on quaffing wine. A customer intent on gorging food. It seems to be travel baggage. Most likely it belongs to Pantagruel or Panurge. A nice fire. Indispensable in making a tavern as cozy as this one is. The giant Pantagruel. He's been eating and drinking non-stop since I entered. Panurge. According to his friend Pantagruel, he's a beggar vagrant, but in his own way a genius. Tell me about Pantagruel.
Pantagruel is a filthy, drunken glutton. It's better to stay away from him. But that smelly and foul pig is my best friend. We've been through a lot of adventures together. He accompanied me in the journey to seek the Oracle of the Holy Bottle, and I will be forever grateful to him for that.
It's been great chatting with you. See you around.
See ya.
Tell me about the journey in search of the Oracle of the Holy Bottle.
Oh, I would tell you willingly, my new friend, but I would need hours to narrate all the events of our long pilgrimage. And doing so would distract my attention from all this good food and good wine. It would be a sacrilege, don't you think?
You're right, but at least let me ask the reason for your trip.
The reason why myself and Panurge started our journey is very simple. That ragged beggar Panurge wanted to take a wife, but he was tormented by 1,000 doubts. He wasn't sure if it was a wise choice, and he was afraid of choosing the wrong woman. He consulted a large number of magicians, fortune tellers, theologians, and philosophers, but no one was able to give him a convincing answer. So we decided to take to sea in search of the legendary Oracle of Baba.
Tell me about the lands that you visited during your travels.
Panurge and I visited distant countries, and we met many strange people. I'd tell you in detail what we saw, but I'd need hours. I'll just tell you that of all the lands we visited, the most bizarre and incredible was undoubtedly America. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's a strange continent discovered a few decades ago.
Of course I've heard of America.
It's a really bizarre land, especially from a culinary point of view. There I tasted many delicacies and many vegetables unobtainable here in Europe. The best thing I laid hands on was a strange red fruit called a tomato.
I'd like to cook a great meal, but I can't cook. You're an expert on good food. Could you give me a recipe so that I can surprise even the most discerning palate?
So, you want a good recipe?
Yes, please. I would be grateful.
What is the recipe for? I bet you want to impress a woman.
A woman? Yes, more or less.
Oh, if you want to impress a woman, then you don't need a good recipe. You need an exceptional recipe. What about it, girls? Is our new friend worthy enough to receive one of my exceptional recipes?
Test him, Pantagruel.
Good idea. I'll test you. To be worthy of my culinary arts, you'll need to prove yourself a wine connoisseur. I'll give you the recipe only if you tell me what spices are used to prepare my favorite wine, Hippocras.
Hippo what? I don't even know what that is. Please, give me the recipe. It's a matter of life and death.
Oh, women! It's always a matter of life and death whenever women are concerned. Don't you agree, Panurge?
No comment.
I've thrown down the gauntlet, my new friend. You'll tell me the Hippocras ingredients if you want my recipe? And now, let's go back to eating and drinking to the health of Panurge.
I need this like I need a kick in the head. A tap mounted on a barrel to draw off wine. I can't open the tap. It seems to be stuck. It seems to be travel baggage. Most likely it belongs to Pantagruel or Panurge. The travelling case is closed. There's a strange mechanism locking it shut.
Hey, Alfred, what are you doing? Are you rummaging through Panurge's baggage? Be careful, because he could get offended.
I could be offended, but today I'm feeling charitable. Also, there is nothing of value in those bags, except for in the traveling case on top. But I defy anyone to open it.
Sorry, but I don't get the joke. There is nothing interesting in the baggage. A wooden door. It probably leads to the kitchen or the cellar. The door is locked. Oh no! That disgusting black substance is jumping to other books. It's caused by Oblivion. I must stop him before it's too late. It contains olive oil. I hope this oil doesn't get my coat dirty. tap is now well oiled. It should work. Panurge, I bet you can't down this bottle all in one go.
Are you kidding? Don't you know that apart from Pantagruel, I am the biggest guzzler in all of France? Gimme that bottle!
Incredible. He drank it all in one go. Panurge, I bet you can't down this bottle all in one go.
Are you kidding? Don't you know that apart from Pantagruel, I am the biggest guzzler in all of France? Gimme that bottle!
Incredible. He drank it all in one go. Panurge, I bet you can't down another bottle all in one go.
Are you kidding? Don't you know that apart from Pantagruel, I am the biggest guzzler in all of France? Gimme that bottle! I'm not feeling well.
I can't believe it. You got Panurge drunk. Look at him. He's sleeping like a baby.
But of course, he downed 3 bottles non-stop.
I do not think it's due to the 3 bottles, rather to the 20 he drank before. Ah!
20 bottles? A note. I hope it contains some interesting information. That wouldn't be very wise of me. The travelling case is closed. There's a strange mechanism locking it shut. A small iron key. A small window with a metal grate. I doubt that I could go through that window. A slat of oak wood, the same material the barrels are made from. He's totally out of it, and he's sleeping like a baby. Hey, wake up!
Mommy, let me sleep, please.
Damn, he's totally wasted. I'll have to figure out a better way to sober him up. A pile of river pebbles. A wooden floodgate. It's used to supply water from the river to the mill. A storage room with no entry into the mill. A heavy water wheel. The entrance to the mill.
Hey, what the hell? I'm trying to fix the mill. Who the hell started the wheel turning? Hey! You started the wheel turning?
No, it wasn't me.
Are you kidding? You're the only one here! Go and close the floodgate immediately, before I lose my temper.
Okay, don't get angry.
And never do that again.
Odds are I will spend the whole day hiding in here.